Listen, and I've watched a lot of good strikers in my lifetime, but I think at 25 years old, Erling Haaland is the best striker I've ever watched, right? And I've watched a lot of them. Cristiano Ronaldo in his prime, I watched him. I was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Robert Lewandowski, I've watched him. Luis Suarez, there's been a lot of incredible strikers in the previous generation. But when it comes to ruthlessness, efficiency, it doesn't get better than this boy, man. We are seeing levels we have never seen from a number nine, from a marksman. This guy was out of the game, barely in the game, right? But this is the main advantage of having strikers like him in this sort of competition is that he does not need a lot of chances, Joe. As long as you stay in the game and you give him two or three chances, he's going to bury one or two of those chances. And that's exactly what he did today. First goal, just pure striker's instincts. The ball is swung in the box. He makes sure that he gets in front of Gabriel. Gabriel, he has had a horrible end to a season, man. Responsible for that Champions League loss and now potentially responsible for Brazil going out of this tournament. But anyways, you think it's done. You think Brazil can still come back in the game. It's still 1-0. They have 10 minutes plus added time to try and do something, right? He gets the ball isolated in the final third up against two or three defenders, right? He takes it out his feet and pins it in the bottom corner, absolutely giving no chance to the keeper through the legs of the defender. Bro, those are two distinct finishes, and Haaland can execute both of them with perfection. And that's not just all. He has more in his locker. I'm telling you now, man, I'm in awe. Like every time this boy, he's ridiculous at this point. Tied on goals in this World Cup now, 7 with Messi and Kylian Mbappe, right? And he could go very far in this tournament. What I like most is that he is such an adaptable striker, bro. Put him in any situation, he'll get you the goal. Put him in any area of the pitch, he'll weave his way and try to find the back of the net, right? When he came to Man City from Dortmund, and before that, I think it was RB Salzburg, there was a lot of concern that would he find the spaces to run in behind, because that's how he scored most of his goals when he was still a kid, right? He would run in behind the defenders, outmuscle them, and then just blast the net, right? But those spaces at the most elite level, which is the Premier League, you do not get them very often, right? Because the defenders, they are as physical, as quick, above Van Dijk. So the question was, would he be able to do it, not just in the Premier League, but in that Pep Guardiola team that we know it requires a certain profile of a striker, right? Not a typical traditional number 9. And in his debut season in the Premier League, he scored fucking 36 goals. I think he now has 62 goals in 55 games for Norway, bruh. He practically dragged them into this World Cup. They haven't qualified, I don't know for how long. But this guy just continues to give them a chance, Joe. I cannot. I've spent nearly 4 minutes praising Haaland when I'm supposed to be interpreting the game. But it just doesn't get better than this, Joe. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting my neck on the line that at 25 years old, this is the best strike I've ever watched in my entire life. And yeah, Brazil, it's unfortunate the way they went out, but they went out to a better team, so there's not a lot of things they can complain about. Bruno Guimaraes, of all the attackers that are in that Brazilian team, he's the one who's tasked with the responsibility to take a penalty. Very tame penalty, misses it. And then gives the confidence now to this goalkeeper to go on and have an exceptional game, right? Kept Norway in the game. And when it came to them having to attack and get a goal, they have a man like Erling Haaland to do it. Perfectly balanced team, and they could go very far in this competition.